Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Now they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him here, but that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
They'll run on first down. George. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we get the open week and get some rest. But many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. You're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visit.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw is Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dive the ball away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to look out, here they come after the quarterback.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 5th the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A running play now for Forte. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did and change our momentum.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
False start, offense.
Come up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's complete. It's Forte. And brought down, but...
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 25 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
The 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He finds Quick. Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and explored.
Point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
I'm coming back.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one. A gain there of 21 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Not today, Mark. Not today.
On 2nd and 9. Brady. It's complete to Diggs. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for the Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
We got 4. Mosi, 89.
Shotgun now for Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here. 8-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
57 to Mike.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. He's got Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kill, turn up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Quick. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets them to 4-down territory, even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Mahomes to throw once more, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. The 40, the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
They don't want it.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So far, just 1 catch for him. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done. Punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every battle.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned,
there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. It's down.
50 seconds, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Out of the gun, Forte. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. We know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed...
And bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Mahomes firing complete, and he's clear. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Underneath for Johnson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. Stephon Diggs, as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Brady to throw again. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Allen, the intended receiver. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go one more.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again. And 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George. And they'll bring him down at the 13 yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George. And they'll bring him down at the 13 yard. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Now a play fake. Brady. It fights him off. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5.
Mark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he read it.
That usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They stay on the ground. Forte again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson. And he will lose yardage. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Chambers. And he needs to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. But it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's done.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one is right through. And the drive is getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boys. You better talk to your boy. Have him protected.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there.
Have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's done. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let him know.
Mahomes going to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Trey Flowers able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted. Pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he finds Howard complete as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat interception.
Down, you take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And brought down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Brady. He's got the hook up here on the comeback. Yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady's throw there complete. First too many in that department, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Brady, and he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have it.
29, Alpha. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Go Bandit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chambers. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Hey, ball 66.
They'll keep it on the ground. George. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Forte. And this will be good for a pickup of 9. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the game.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Brandon, I think you
complete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Get there, brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, Forte. And he works it to the 30-yard line. Right after that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. You can't trust him with the football. You can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now throwing on third down there, but
It's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that's on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Brady to throw. And no, it's incomplete. 4-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. We're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end. 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.